I would say my job, especially in my large classes, is more as a performer than an educator because the class is so big and I do improv comedy as an avocation anyway, and I love it when people are really engaged. So if I can get them engaged and I can get them to be interactive and I can get them laughing or thinking or to respond either emotionally positively or emotionally negatively, like if they get angry, then I know things are working. I would say I am less formal, maybe. I don't know if that's totally true. I think we actually, in the comm department, have so many exceptional instructors who have a very engaging and interactive style that the students kind of get used to that. I know that Kaplan and Mortensen are very much like that. But yeah, I tend to be more informal. I do require that students refer to me as Professor Young or Dr. Young, just because I'm so informal that it gets a little blurry and I don't want them to forget that I'm the professor. But outside of that, I love just being able to talk to them about what's going on in their lives and learning about their own experiences with media to keep things relevant. And a lot of times that comes with a very informal sort of approach. So I always knew I wanted to teach, but I really thought I wanted to teach elementary school students. And I was a summer camp counselor for a long time, and I love little kids. And then I just kept going to school. So I got a PhD, so now I teach grown-ups. I would say, though, that Com 245 with mostly first-year students is the most fun because it's the first time I think that students are putting together their own understanding of the mediated world they live in. And a lot of times students, up until that class, have never thought about who owns what I watch, who makes money off of this, why do they appeal to me in this way, what are the implications of this message for me individually or for people that I know or for the world. And sometimes you just put stuff together in a certain way and they're like, I love that. Which one? I would say from Com 245, from my big class, I would hope that students begin to think about all of the mediated messages that they encounter in a given day totally differently and critically. And they start asking themselves, who made this? Why did they make it? Why am I seeing it? Who targeted me? Because once you start asking those questions, then you are truly a critical consumer. As soon as I got the letter, the envelope was actually marked confidential. So I was like, this is either really good or really bad. I'm either in super big trouble or something awesome is in here. And when I opened it, I burst into tears and I ran into my chair's office and I was all crushed. She's like, what's wrong? And I showed her the letter and I was so thrilled because being with the students is what I love the most of all. I enjoy my research, but what fills me up is the students. Just the idea that students would take the time to write is so great because, look, I know that you guys have so much going on, and the idea that students would take the time to send in a nomination means a lot.